I'm Nick Kessler, and I teach shop.
And I'm Brian Fulmer, Nick's buddy and fellow teacher.
When summer comes, we drop the lesson plans and absorb what the open road has to offer.
We hit the highways and byways and drop in on some unexpectedly fantastic places to visit for great getaways.
And we do it in style, riding in my 1968 drop-top caddy.
Our assignment is to give you an inside look on the places we go and the people we meet.
No classroom rules here.
That's right, this is Road Trip Masters.
Today on Road Trip Masters, we're roaming to Rome. Rome, Georgia, that is.
That's right, Rome is in Upper West Georgia, 70 miles northwest of Atlanta.
And as the locals say, it's where the rivers meet and the mountains begin. Now, it's quite a trek to the Peach State from our home base in Lehigh Valley, PA. So before we head to Rome, the caddy needs an oil change, where Bruce injects new lifeblood in her for the journey. After all, keeping the caddy lubricated is the key to her longevity. And to seal the deal on this road trip, we need to make sure the Cooper tires are properly aligned and inflated, so we're riding smooth to our good friends in the South. Now, I'm not gonna lie, but the trip down here seemed a little rough.
Little rough? Heck, I had smoother rides on ATVs, gravity orbs, even a circus trapeze.
Hey, point well taken, but something just doesn't seem right with the caddy. But we had a road trip to run, so we thankfully arrived at the Hawthorne Suites by Wyndham Rome. This hotel occupies the old Batty Machinery Building,
which was originally built alongside of the river. That was used to repair all the steamboat engines, to sell those engines, and then some cotton gin equipment and stuff that they sold up and down the river as well.
In the 1980s, the building was converted into apartments and retail space. And in 2004, local businessman Ira Levy repurposed it into a hotel.
He is really big on the historic preservation of a lot of the buildings here locally in Rome, and that's his passion. One of our mottos here is historic charm meets modern amenities.
The integrity of the old building is indeed authentic.
It used to, you would say, well, don't scratch my wood floors. Well, nowadays, these scratches and these wood floors is what makes it.
The heart pine wood floors bring you in touch with the past. That is, until you get to the suites.
We've got about 13 different room types here. We have our loft suites, which are the split level rooms. We also have the new doubles that's on the river. They're huge rooms with 14-foot high ceilings, 24-foot wide, with a balcony that overlooks the river as well. We've won numerous awards. We've won Hotel of the Year for 4 years within the Wyndham brand. But not every Hawthorne is like this. We're certainly a one of a kind.
And as far as location goes, this place can't be beat.
You just walk right across our little entranceway and you're downtown Broad Street. It's a very historic city in its own. There's all kind of restaurants there, all kinds of little boutique shops right here within walking distance.
And if you really want to savor those antique floors, just follow them up to Hawthorne's own pub off Broad.
It's cozy.
Right.
It's really comfortable. It's almost like sitting in your living room and, having company over to have a drink with you.
So Brian and I, we were to meet up at Off Broad later that afternoon, but I showed up a bit early. And Marty turns me on to a Rusty Roy, a Rusty Nail, Rob Roy hybrid.
We just start out with a little bit of Dewar's.
All right, a little sweet vermouth, and then you're gonna finish it with?
½ ounce Drambuie.
A little Drambuie in there. So pretty, Marty, straight up and simple. Scotch, Drambuie, and sweet vermouth. Yeah. And they're smooth. You can't even taste, well, you taste the liquor, but you know what I mean? There's no harshness down your throat.
I've been fooling with liquor for 30-something years.
Since you were running late, I ordered you a woo-woo.
A woo-woo?
Woo-hoo! So you got peach vodka, ounce and a half. And there's the schnapps.
Not quite 2 ounces.
Marty, the woo-woo is smooth. You have 2 smooth drinks right here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey, did you see my room?
No, I did. Hey, that's what I got you. And you know what? I was just about to drink this until you showed
I
up.
hope you didn't have any. Marty, did he have any of it?
Nope.
Another successful road trip.
Can't believe the caddy made it.
Oh, God, every time a wing and a prayer.
So after that delectable libation, I needed to know where I could get the best burger in town. That's when I went to Harvest Moon Cafe, and chefs Michael and Moises introduced me to the red-headed stranger. named after country music and all-around legend Willie Nelson.
It's a signature dish here. It's got an 8-ounce certified Angus beef patty.
Certified.
Certified.
All right, hey, and Mo, you're the main man. You're the grill master.
Let's do it.
All right, pop that baby on, and we'll get started.
Little salt and pepper, both sides. 100% Angus beef. We're gonna break it down. So we got our bun. It's a house-made bun.
You have your own baker on staff, correct?
That is correct.
Oh, nice crisscross, Mo.
Yeah, have to. Well, we have a nice bun here.
Our house-made wicked pimento cheese, which is our pimento cheese. It's actually made in a kitchen down the street. And that sole purpose of that kitchen is making this product, which
Really?
has become extremely popular. Candied jalapenos, which are made exclusively for us. Applewood smoked bacon. It's gonna have onion straws.
Those unique ingredients on a half-pound certified Angus beef with my man Mo on the grill? Are you kidding me?
And voila.
There it is.
A little pickle, cold beer. What else you want?
Got that right, cold beer?
Beautiful.
Absolutely. And now, the moment of truth. Let's see if Willie Nelson really knew what he was talking about. Fantastic. When in Rome, Georgia, you gotta go down that beautiful broad street and stop in the Harvest Moon Cafe. You'll love it. After this pit stop, we go underground in search of old Rome.
And my nerves get shot as we balance our way along Rome's 3 rivers.
Then later, we learn to expect the unexpected.
As the caddy gets a bad break. All that and more to come.
You're sitting shotgun with Road Trip Masters. Welcome back to Road Trip Masters as we go roaming through Rome, Georgia.
Hey Brian, did you know in the late 1800s, Rome was hit by a great flood that crested at over 40 feet?
Wow, can you imagine the havoc that created?
By the end of the 19th century, they rebuilt the downtown and raised it 15 feet.
How long did that take?
Well, let's just say Rome wasn't rebuilt in a day. Ann of the Office of Tourism takes Brian and me on a personally guided subterranean journey below the 200 block of Broad Street.
The flood in 1886 really brought to light that we needed to raise the street level of Broad Street. So anywhere from 8 to 15 feet from 1st Avenue to 5th Avenue, they've raised the grade.
So they literally put brick right on top of that grade system.
That's correct.
And raised everything up.
That's correct. You can tell where the floor was originally,
Yes.
and then it's been raised.
And you can
And
see where it's notched down for every floor joist.
About over 16 inches.
Fulmer, I think you're right, buddy, and it goes down the
I
whole
measure.
length of the walls.
Together we march to Mitchell Plaza and notice what were once archways. I heard of raising the roof before, but not raising the floor.
And right here you can see the top of the archway of a window. That used to be a first floor, right?
That's right. So this is great when people are walking around town to look for this, and they can see that actually where the road is, where it's been filled in, and right beneath here is what was a window.
And just look at that date. This was no April Fool's joke.
If you can put this in your mind, from the river right down there, the high water mark, 40.29 feet.
But we're not through yet. Ann takes us further down, this time to the 300 block of Broad Street, where she also has a personal history.
We used to have a shop in this building, and my girls always speculated that this was the front door that came into the shop originally.
This is the original foundation.
Absolutely it is.
And look how level it is.
Well, you know what, Brian? Back then, they had more talent with less.
I was getting claustrophobic from being underground so long. I needed to get out. So I thought, hey, when in Rome, do what the Romans do.
And we walked down the road a little bit, and what do we find?
Paddle boarding. It's as easy as walking on water.
Oh, that's right, Jesus.
Hey, remember, you're the one with the long hair.
Mike and Connie Sams run the River Dog Outpost. Mike, what do we got? Wait, hold on. You're a long-haired guy, right?
Absolutely.
All right, hold on. Put my hair down now.
We rent boards and sell boards out of our paddleboard shop. We're unique to have 3 rivers right here in downtown Rome, so it's very convenient for us. And also we've got a beer garden right next to the paddleboard shop. There's paddleboard shops inside the beer garden now, so even more convenient.
I never paddleboarded in my life. So what kind of experience level do you need to enjoy the sport?
No experience at all is necessary, really. We teach people how to paddle. We always tell people paddle is the main thing, the main objective, so you can get upriver, turn around and come back, have a good time. But it's really all on the balance and all about enjoying the sport and enjoying the water while you're out there as well.
So how did this business get its name, you ask? Well, after a dog, of course.
We ended up fostering him in the beginning, but then one day Mike decided we ought to adopt him, and we named him River, and then he's the namesake of everything you see here.
River isn't shy to get on the river either.
Hey, it's easy for him. He's got 4 legs. I get nervous about this whole paddleboard balance thing.
Come on, Nick. Nobody gets bored when they paddleboard.
All right, let's roll. Or should I say, let's paddle.
I've lost it. That zip line where we were 600 feet and 3,500 feet across, no worries. Here, for some reason, I have a lot of anxiety. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know, I'm so worked up on this thing.
Start bending down, one foot out. Perfect.
I like it much better like this.
I was thinking about doing this.
I've done a lot of things in my life, but for some reason, paddleboarding gave me the most stress. I don't know what it was.
We did it, big buddy. We did it.
Oh. Now, time for a beer, buddy.
When Road Trip Masters returns, we climb up Lavender Mountain to see Berry College's House of Dreams.
But then the caddy gives us a nightmare.
Don't go anywhere. RTM will be right back. Welcome back to Road Trip Masters. We're in Rome, Georgia, and it's somewhat of a struggle just getting here.
But so far, so good. However, we're about to visit a local treasure with a rich history, situated at the top of Lavender Mountain.
Oh boy, let's keep our fingers crossed on this one.
Berry College opened in 1926, but educator, philanthropist, and founder Martha Berry had been teaching on Lavender Mountain since the late 1800s. 2.5 decades later, her students gave her a gift she'd never forget, the House of Dreams. I'll let Tim take it from here.
It was designed by architects named Coolidge and Carlson, and they designed most of the buildings on campus during that time. This was built in 1926 as a retreat for Martha Berry to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the schools. And so all the materials came from the mountain. It was built by students and staff members at Berry, and has been one of the most treasured sites on Berry's campus ever since.
Miss Berry inspired her students, inside and outside the classroom, up until her death in the early 1940s. Between the faculty houses and the classroom buildings, approximately 50 structures were built by students up through the 1940s. Even today, full-time students are guaranteed an on-campus job during the fall and spring semesters.
Well, part of what Martha Berry was trying to do was to teach the kids not just how to read and write, but also skills that they could take back to their communities.
There's a paradox here at lush Berry College.
They say it is the largest contiguous college campus in the world, that in one spot, that we have an entire mountain as part of our campus.
The largest college campus, yet there's approximately just 2,200 students here. So we have small student enrollment, but one of the largest college campuses in the world.
They have a lot of freedom to move, for sure.
Just over from the House of Dreams stands the tower, also built by students. It commands a superb view of the campus, the reservoir, and the city of Rome itself.
It was a fire tower, and it actually functioned as in the local fire department used this to spot fires in the region for up until the 50s, I believe.
That's incredible. Can we get up there?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's go up, check it out.
Okay.
Get the stonework. Amazing. Can't believe kids did something like this. I'm calling them kids. The way the window's notched out here. Very, very reflective of your lighthouses. I'll admit, with my long blonde hair, I kind of felt like Rapunzel. You know, me being a shop teacher, I still can't get over the skill and craftsmanship that these students possessed when building this tower. Inspired as they may have been, those students just didn't go at it building the campus willy-nilly. They were mentors aplenty. In fact, one of the most important woodworkers of the late 1920s taught at Berry College. His name was Franklin Gottschall. He designed furniture and ran the ironworks on campus. Tim then reminds me that the students didn't do it all on their own.
So the buildings were designed by true architects, but then they were built by the students.
Absolutely amazing. Tim, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, apparently not a tough enough break.
Will you give me a break?
Who, you or the caddy?
We did it. It's official. The caddy lost its brakes.
Yes, it did. Even Bruce couldn't help.
Did you try pumping the brake pedal a couple times?
I did.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you were on a mountain, did you overheat the brakes?
No, we were just going up it. We haven't come down it.
Something happened there.
Yeah, we definitely got something going on there because...
Yeah, you got something going on. You shouldn't have a soft pedal. Get it to a garage now.
Yep. All right.
So the tow truck arrives, but the parking brake is locked, and we can't even get it up on the flatbed. Then I remembered.
The auto graveyard?
Hey, it's got an owner's manual.
You still have the owner's manual?
A wise man once told me, when all else fails, defer to a 49-year-old booklet.
We got to start it up and then I'll put it in park. You rolling?
Yeah, you're good. You're
There
clear.
you go.
We're clear.
Clear now?
Yep.
Manual release level activated.
All right. Let's see what we can do there.
After this break on Road Trip Masters, where's Caddy headed and how we gonna get her home?
Haha, don't worry, Brian. We'll hook up with my brother. Maybe he can help us figure it out.
Stay buckled in. There's more Road Trip Masters just down the road.
Welcome back to Road Trip Masters. We're in Rome, Georgia.
Where okay, get ready for this. The Coosa, Etowah, and Oostanala converge.
Well done,
How do you
my
like
friend.
those rivers?
Beautiful, but I don't want to hear anything about rivers, because we're up a creek. The caddy's gone, and we're not sure what's wrong with her. But as fate would have it, my brother Tom is in town, and we made a date at the Rome City Brewing Company. That's where Brian and I caught up with owner Jay and brewmaster Dr. Trent to treat us to a flight of their finest.
Kind of started as a hobby. Jay's had this restaurant for a while. Home brewing was a hobby of mine, and I said to him, hey, what do you think about brewing in your place? And he said, that's great. And about 2 days later, it was in the newspaper, and before I ever had a chance to really think twice about it, everybody's coming up to me and saying, hey, I hear you're opening a brewery.
I'd hook him when I had him. I had a surgeon, home brewer.
Well, what do you mean, a surgeon?
Well, he's a vascular surgeon, dude. Like he's.
Trent, this is true?
That's true.
Yeah, real deal, man.
I keep my days light in the office on days I'm making beer, but.
So the gang's all here.
Let's take flight.
This is our strawberry blonde here.
I like strawberry blonde.
Kind of like my hair color.
Right, exactly.
Strawberry blonde?
This is our Big Mama's Peach.
Big Mama's Peach.
So
we
we're
have
in the fruit beers here
That's
right
that's our Hefeweizen recipe. Peggy Sneed in 1944 opened a house of ill repute. Everybody in town went there, whether they admitted it or not, and so we thought we'd honor Miss Sneed and name a beer after her.
So I would say so far, everyone that I tasted, I think that's a good way to put it.
A great
Smooth.
balance.
Very
Smooth
smooth and
yep.
non-aggressive, and people sometimes get over-invested of what they're brewing and think more is better, and it really isn't.
No. To be honest
It's
with
balance, balance.
You know, some of those beers like that, the IPAs are very perfumey.
Right.
This is just perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
I really
I
enjoyed
agree
it.
with
This
that.
is good.
You know what you always say, Tom, you don't want a bottle of Chanel No. 5.
No. Too many of those. Some of those.
After a flight like that, we're ready to land.
Because when you come into Rome, it is classic Americana. You have that broad street.
Oh, beautiful.
And you have everything right there. And now you have a brewery.
Right.
And everything's really within walking distance.
Well, you know what? That's the best part because we can walk right back to the hotel tonight.
Well, that's true.
That's exactly right.
Boys, thanks so much for ending a stressful day for us.
Absolutely. Great, brother. Dropping by, guys. Good to meet you.
Doctor,
Doctor.
All right, hey, we got nothing to cheers but empty glasses.
Oh, no, cheers.
Hey.
There you go.
Fill back up, take 2.
So after a short walk back to the hotel and a long nap, we had to get the caddy back on the road and pick her up at the shop. Hey, Brian, you know what was wrong with the brakes?
Time and distance?
No. It was a bad master cylinder, original to the caddy, 50 years old. And now, I think I'll use it as a pencil holder on my shop desk at school. And a special thank you to Clay, Jimmy, and the boys at Captain Tire and Auto. They hooked us up in record time so we could get back on the road to the Keystone State. We couldn't thank them enough for turning this tragic day into a celebration. So now it's time to break down the Caddy Triptych. Overall, we traveled 1,689 miles, used 141 gallons of fuel, costing us $365.19. Brian, another successful, yet slightly stressful road trip in the books.
I'm so sad to say it's time to go.
To the good people and places of Rome.
Thanks a million. It felt like home.
Until next time, I'm Nick Kessler.
And I'm Brian Fulmer. Stay curious, my friends.
Safe travels.